Hi guys, hope you're well. Wait for a few people to join, and then we're gonna just go live. We're gonna do this. Fashion in 5 Facebook Live, our weekly sessions. So yeah, let's wait a couple of minutes, see who's gonna join in. This is week 2. Exciting times, guys, exciting times. So bear with me, I literally moved a house a day or so ago, and I am exhausted. One of the most stressful things to do in life is moving house. And my gosh, how much stress it is. So if I do look a little bit off, I'm here, guys. I am here with you. You're saying how just stress moving house. I literally moved house this week, but it's all good. You're seeing who else going to join us today. Say hi if you're joining in. Just going to take up a few minutes of your time, keeping these things short and sweet. That's how we do, man. That's how we do. But anyway, just for the sake, hey, Jonda, how are you, sis? Welcome, welcome. If you're here joining, just say hello so I know you're here. And just saying, this is literally our 5-minute session, weekly session. So let me just go ahead and introduce the session for today. I just want to leap in and leap out. I won't go back to sleep after. But yes, guys, so welcome to another session of Fashion in 5 Facebook Live. I am Jacqueline. I'm the director of Africa Fashion Guide. I started the Fashion Africa conference about 7 years ago, and our sourcing trips, Fashion Africa sourcing trips, amazing trips. We're going to Kenya in May. Hope you want to join us. Inbox me if you do. And I'm the author of Fashion Africa, the book. You can get that book on Amazon now, and it was published by Jacaranda Books, my publisher, awesome publisher. So Africa Fashion Guide is an online and offline platform supporting the full supply chain of Africa's fashion and textile industry, and we're here to work with you to bring sustainable solutions to your African fashion sourcing strategies and your businesses. And we're here to help you get those business goals up and going and help you win, basically. And in the meantime, keep you informed with these Fashion Fly Facebook Lives. So I'll be bringing you short tidbits every week, like today, informing you what's going on in the industry, manufacturing, shows, textile, designs, insights, business, whole shebang, okay? So last week we spoke about fashion shows coming up in Lagos and South Africa over the last couple of weeks. But today we're talking about a really interesting topic, because just after I brought that Facebook Live last week, I got like WhatsApps after WhatsApps of the same thing. And I was just like, what the heck is this? It was about this young lady on Facebook who put a video up, and she also put some photos up of Miss Designer Stella McCartney in her latest collection, her Spring 18 collection, which is in Harrods at the moment. So I thought, okay, I've got to talk about this. Hi, Bernard, how are you? Hopefully see you in a matter of months when we come back to Ghana. I'll keep you posted. But yes, so this video was, the girl was talking about, you know, how can Stella McCartney sell these products for so much money, and it's literally the kind of Ankara wax print dresses that you see like your grandmother, your auntie wearing, you know, in Africa. So everyone put a load of comments and so forth. So I'm writing a blog about it, but I thought let's just talk about that this week, because I think we really need to talk about it, right? So just going to have 5 minutes of your time start from now, and just going to go over a few points about this, and the rest you can read in the blog on africafashionguide.com. So yeah, firstly, I've got to admit, I like Stella McCartney. Okay, I'm a designer. I respect what she does. She's all about sustainable fashion. She's one of the pioneers. Check out her CSR policies. She associates herself with circular fashion, the whole cradle to cradle technology and concept, Ella MacArthur's foundation, which is all about that. And she stands firm on this. That's what she's all about. She knows who she's as a designer. She speaks about that, and she sells her product at a particular level because that's where she's positioned herself, at a particular level. Yes, it helps that she's got a rich daddy who everybody knows about and he's a superstar and so forth. But she has positioned herself at a particular level. And so I need to ask, there are a lot of people complaining in these comments, but are these people who are saying it's too expensive for what it is, do they actually shop in Harrods anyway? You know, they might know about it, but are they actually shopping in Harrods? And those who shop in Harrods, do they actually know about the history of these garments anyway, of these prints, sorry? It's like, you know, it's kind of something that just made me think. Like, they're saying these things, but do they even shop these things anyway? Stella knows what she's doing, and she commands the price, so fair enough. Look on her website; she's got like t-shirts for nearly £400, a little bit of sequiny bits on it, got little bra tops, and they're expensive, you know. So that's kind of the price that she sells at. But I wasn't offended by the price, but that's who she is. I was more offended by the designs because I thought the designs could have been better for a designer of that level. But that's my personal opinion, and everyone's showing their personal opinion, but many are just throwing shade because of what she's doing. So fair enough. Second point was authenticity. Question is, why did she choose waxprint? Okay, she did a collaboration with Velisco, and we all know Velisco are the kings of wax, the kings and queens of waxprint. And so just question, as a sustainable fashion designer, interested in her sourcing, because she does stuff with the Ethical Fashion Initiative, who does stuff in Africa, was Stella considering like where is it made? Was the waxprint sourced in Africa? Were the products made in Africa? You know, so, you know, she was called out on Huffington Post last year all about cultural appropriation. That was the major issue, because is it really being culturally appropriate? And she hardly had a lot of black models in the catwalk. There's a whole diversity issue with the collection. We spoke about the African continent. So she's using, so there's issues with cultural appropriation that says where you're using designs and ideas from a particular culture and it's for your own gain. That's where the issue is. So what's she doing that? Okay, so she used Velisco, which is typical for waxprint, and they do have print houses in West Africa, and maybe she was indirectly supporting African printed fabric. This what I've got on is, you know, is from East Africa. Sorry, is Kitenge, their kind of version of it mixed with some Kanga, and it's from Chia London. I love the Chia. Check her out if you haven't. Awesome collections that she does. But I wanted to kind of make a point, you know. So the cultural appropriation issue was raised. I don't know. All I know is that on that Facebook post that that girl put out with a video talking about Stella McCartney, there was 1,000 likes, 6,500 shares, and 500 comments. So people got a lot of issue with this. Third point, okay, being informed. So a lot of people put their comments on, but I found that there wasn't so many people who were informed about things properly, because there was a level of ignorance. You know, people looking at the photos and designs, and all they see is this white British designer who's pretty rich, I guess, but with her father, and they're throwing shade about who she is and what she's doing, and the collection is not great, and so forth, and why is she doing these products that your auntie would wear, blah, 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 and so on and so on. But let's remember, people, is wax print even African? I personally have had an issue with all this topic since the time I started in whole African fashion. Hey Matty, I hope you're cool. I had an issue with this whole issue because though I will wear wax print, and I love print, I love fabrics, I'm all about that. That's kind of what pulled me into the African story. But remember, people, it's not authentic African fabric. There are some print houses, as I mentioned, on the continent. But personally, give me some Adire, give me some Ashoke, give me some Kente, give me some Danfani from Burkina, give me some Shema from Ethiopia, some Bogoland, some African silks. Give me from all over the continent, which is handmade with African hands, fabric from the continent. I'll take that over any of the wax print stuff, because I'm all about made, truly made in Africa, and let's support the whole African narrative. Wax print now, as we know, is a textile from the Netherlands. The name alone tells you, Dutch wax. So it tells the buyer and the wearer where it originates from. The print was actually originally from Indonesia, but the Dutch tradesmen wanted to sell that, but they weren't doing so well in Asia. So the fabric wasn't doing so well in Asia because it has this issue with the bleed and the wax, the crackings. But the Africans now, when it was brought to African markets by the Dutch tradesmen, they loved it. And you know, African people, they will take something and they'll make it amazing. Come on now. Africans know how to adopt and own. They know how to own things. So if anything, I would say that Africa made it cool. So go figure. So you can say Africans own it, but it doesn't originate from there. So what I wanted us to do is have a real discussion about this, because I've gone over time again. I'm really trying to keep this thing going. But it's such a huge topic. That's why I'm going to bring it into the blog on www.africafashionguide.com. So check it out the next day or two. And please put your own comment below. What do you think about this whole thing? Let's have a discussion about it. And let's celebrate true African fabrics. But I want to hear your take. What do you think about it? Did Stella do a bad job? Was it all about cultural appropriation? Does she have a right to sell it at the price if she is? That's her level. But guys, share what you think, and I'll be looking out for your comments. I'll be back next week, but listen up. Stay connected in the group to find out what day, be either Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll be bringing you a new topic of what's going on in the continent, in African fashion. So thanks for sharing. Thanks for being on tonight, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Take it easy. Fashion Week 5, Facebook Live.